Good Thursday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the internal combustion engine age YouTube channel. Talks about all my cars and trucks and SUVs, motorcycles, the kid, the dogs, the trip. Wow, here I am in beautiful Tennessee, which is even hard for me to believe. Hard for me to even believe it's been 8 months since I've been here. Wow. And you hear the birds chirping. It's interesting that the foliage and the trees don't seem to be much more ahead of us up north. Not interesting? So, wow. So, as always, hey, good morning there. Thursday morning. And wow, for me even to get up this morning and do a video, even I'm impressed. I'm not lying. I didn't sleep at all last night. Do I feel like doing a video this morning? I really don't. But I am, just to keep the channel going. And because the wife and the kid will be hungry. They're going to want something to eat. And for me, a long drive to a degree, but I get so riled up. And before I get into that, hey, thanks for everybody watching my channel. Good morning to everybody that supports me and really does help keep the channel going. I mean, that's the facts. Wouldn't people out there really wanting to hear me talk, I just wouldn't continue to do this, to be very sincere with you. So help grow the channel, because it's a lot of work, a lot of time, and I enjoy it. But if I don't think others enjoy it, I just think it's well, but I've said it a million times, and don't take it the wrong way. I love doing my channel. So once again, thanks for subscribing, share the channel, and I hope you're having a blessed day. But now let's get in today. And if you're watching my channel, good Lord, we got in here at a good time last night, about 10:20 or so. So we made really good time. The truck did a great job of going down the road. This truck is so nice. I've said it a lot of times. I think this is my nicest F450 yet. I just love the way it handles, love the way it looks. And did I tear up my mother-in-law's yard? I did not, per se. A little bit right there, but it's springtime. It'll change up, and you can see they've cut the grass down here already. That's interesting. So fortunately, the kid and I got here safe and sound. The kid drove the Ram TRX, which I'm just taken back that truck got a solid 15 miles per gallon. I am stumped, and we drove 75 miles an hour all the way down the 70-mile posted speed limit. We did 5 over, and we just stayed with the traffic. And I was like, that was a sweet spot, and that truck just did phenomenal. She had a great time. But I tell you what, my mother-in-law needs help. We need to help get her garden in order, so that'll probably be a project while we're down here, which that'd be a good thing to help out the mother-in-law, right? So anyways, what a great drive. But I thought to myself this morning what we could talk about, which that's always challenging, that intrigued you to watch my channel. And I thought we'd use the word missing, because if you watch my channel, so Monday it was the sharing, Tuesday the choice, and then Wednesday for me just so much freaking information. It's information overload that continue to bring information on the channel and conversations. But I thought today would be the missing conversations, because if you really watch my channel, you know, like a year ago at this time, you would have seen probably 2 Mustang GT500s sitting in this garage, if I'm correct. I think I am. I think I had 2 GT500s, my Heritage Edition and my 2020, whatever they call the magnetic color. And so, choice, wasn't it choice? Yeah, it was sharing. Yeah, no, that was. I tell you what, guys, I haven't even had my coffee. Oh my gosh! So the missing conversations is about how look what's missing. There's no motorcycles here in the shop. I mean, if you kind of watch my channel, you'd see that I used to be always having my Indian motorcycles down here. What's really kind of ironic to all that is the fact that I used to have a lot of those. I'm trying to see here. This is just confusing to me. Sharing conversations, right? The choice the history conversations. That was a good thing yesterday. So sharing, choice, history. Now today, missing conversations. And so once again, if you watch my channel, you'll see I used to have a bunch of Indians parked in this area. And it's just kind of ironic that I kind of parted ways with Indian for the most part. And yet here we are with the Try to see here what's going on. That's funny. Kid's texting me this morning. She needs money. You ever heard that conversation? Kid needs money, right? Oh, it just doesn't end. So, anyways, the missing, things are missing here in this garage because I got rid of things. And there was a time when I just didn't know, due to my up north circumstances of me losing one of my key guys, how much more I could get down here and enjoy time. So I just kind of came to closure that maybe it's best just to kind of clean out the garage and try to reevaluate what seems to make sense. So the missing conversation is if you're missing all of my my artwork, which uses my cars and motorcycles. When I used to travel down here, you would see my whole other collection of vehicles that you wouldn't see up north. So it was kind of, I think, intriguing for so many to come down here and say, wow, this guy even has more cars at his mother-in-law's house. And, I just kind of got nervous down here because, sadly, this area has had a lot of break-ins. It's hard to believe. Anyone watch my channel, even for me, I'm stumped that houses are getting robbed here. So part of it is like, I don't know, maybe I need to get this stuff out of here because it's attracting the wrong people to my mother-in-law's house. So I thought the right thing to do is just kind of get stuff out for the time being and reevaluate. But here we are, what's missing in the trailer, right? So here we are. This is probably like the hardest part of when you drive a truck and trailer is you open up the door and you don't know if the bikes are laying up or down. So here they are. So thank goodness the bikes didn't fall down or get shifted around and get into each other. So there's our first project today, is getting this trailer unloaded, which isn't a lot compared to many times I've brought down my car hauler and motorcycle hauler all in one. That one big trailer I have, it holds two motorcycles up front and then it holds a car in the back. And that turns into a little project hauling a car. If you've ever hauled a car, you'll probably understand that. Bringing a car along. Hey, there's the Kiefer boy. There's my little Kiefer boy. Hey, Kiefer, hi. There's my little boy. And there's the daughter. Gonna go let him go do business. Let me lock this back up. Goal is, told the wife yesterday. The wife didn't know we were leaving late yesterday. So I told the wife at the last second, hey, how'd you like to have Cracker Barrel for breakfast tomorrow with us? She's like, huh? Hey, Kiefer. Well, hello there. Hi. So look, he's got nobody to harass. He doesn't have anybody to harass. You want you to harass me, or don't you? Right. Yeah, so he's missing Ginger. Ginger, baby. Hey, Ginger. Come here, Ginger, baby. He doesn't even recognize the name. I'm surprised. Willow. Come here, Willow. Tango. Hey, look. He doesn't even notice. He's more fixated on probably going to the bathroom. Come here, boy. Stay around here. Don't go too far.
No,
yeah.
See, this is the thing, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him water after he goes to the bathroom and then play a little ball with him.
Where's Mom?
Sitting.
Are they waiting on me to go get breakfast?
No.
She...
I don't really know what she's doing. She's on a call with someone, but I think it ended.
Okay. Is Omi up?
No.
Okay. So you're going to walk around and do that as I make my morning conversation. How'd you like driving the Ram?
I'm in love.
Was that the funnest truck yet?
Yes. It is.
Okay, make sure you know how to... Make sure he didn't get across that road. We just about lost one of our dogs up here that was running up towards that road. There's a big truck was coming on the road, and the last second I yelled so hard, Ginger stopped running. But it was a close. It was a scare. Then we'd be missing an animal because it died. What's cool up here? It's chilly. If you're watching my Harley Davidson paraphernalia on as always, and it's chilly. I need to get a little neck buff just because it's cool to be 50s. And once again, I'm really taken back on how the leaves, the trees, the budding, it isn't as far along as I thought it'd be down here. There's a church we go to right across the way. Pretty cool. And that church is actually in the district of the town of my last name. So it's pretty cool. That's where Julie got baptized. We have a whole baptism video over there. So we'll be over there on Sunday, Easter Sunday, for a celebration of Easter Sunday. And I'm sure they're missing us. We haven't been there. I mean, we used to go there every time we came down, but I just haven't been here. I'm sure they're like, what happened to the Iceman guy and Julia? Well, they've gone missing on us. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of ironic that for me, the vehicles that I owned, I don't own anymore. And they're gone from this place. The GT, the Mustangs, and the Indians, and how I just totally transformed back to the Harley brand. And I just kind of have taken a time out on the Indian brand. Why is that, right? So, but what really kind of intrigued me about this missing conversation as well was, boy, oh boy, did we go through the pandemic? And how many things did you miss doing? I mean, is that an understatement? I mean, sincerely, for everybody here that's part of the pandemic, which if you're here, you're a part of the pandemic, how many people missed out? I mean, what was the biggest conversation? The younger people that missed out the interaction with all their friends in school and the youth sports. And I was a youth sports coach, and the list goes on and on and on. But all the things that went missing. But who hasn't misplaced something? Does that just drive you nuts when you have lost something, that something goes missing? I mean, does that just irritate you? So for me, I bought a Harley Davidson Bluetooth headset for my motorcycle. I was wondering what this is. This is Kiefer's line tied to the willow tree here. So the not the willow tree. What the hell? I'm losing this morning. I just can't think. My brain's just mush this morning because of all that driving and then getting out of bed and getting motivated to get out here and start yakking to you. But yeah, who doesn't go nutty? So my headset, I bought a Harley Davidson headset for like $350 because you have to pair it with this bike to be able to get anything to come out of that radio, that thing, to be able to listen to your music and interact in the infotainment center, and it's gone. I can't find it. I was thinking of bringing it down and finally getting motivated and installing my helmet. I've just been debating which helmet I put it in, and I just have dreaded even doing the damn thing. Have you ever done those, put those headsets in and take your helmet apart, put it back together? So, but it's gone. I don't know where it is. And so now, this is the sad part. Did I put it in my CVO ST? I mean, part of me is like, I threw that damn brand new box headset in my CVO ST, and I totally forgot to take it out. Took it to the Harley dealer, and between the mechanics and already checking the bike in, and the guy cleaning the bike up there, they clean your bike. They have a detail guy in the back end. What do you think happened? I mean, for me, I don't know. I mean, I would be foolish on my channel to convey to anybody that Frederick Harley Davidson stole my headset. But at the same time, it's gone, and I can't find it. So I'm thinking, how stupid am I? Yeah, I'm pretty stupid to leave that freaking headset in that bike saddlebag, and to think that it'll still be there and I bring it back home when the bike sits overnight. Yeah, right. I don't know, though. In all sincereness, it could be in my shop. I looked all over the place yesterday, but that's just the type of thing yesterday. I was trying to get out of there. And who hasn't had that experience when you misplace something and you can't find it? Does it just drive you nutty? Yes, it does. The missing aspects of the cars, who didn't miss going to dealership and getting a discount in a car? That all went missing. I mean, sincerely, for everybody out there who's a car fanatic or a car purchaser, what went missing during the pandemic besides availability of the cars, brand new cars, and at one point it all turned south after they depleted their inventories. Then the manufacturers and dealerships figured out, people pay anything to get a car, brand new car, and with all the government free money floating around, what went missing was the haggling negotiations of buying a car. Sincerely, you think it through. And how many people were out there buying cars? You know, I know people say, well, you were one of them. But I'm telling you, in the masses, the people that had PPP money, payroll protection money handed out, sit-at-home money handed out, all the government money that was handed out, I guarantee you sales guys can tell you, it was the weirdest thing in the world of my life. I went from arguing with people about the price of a car to that wasn't even an equation anymore. The equation was, could I find them the car they want, and they'd pay me anything that could find them to get it. So the whole negotiation went out the window. That's all gone missing. But now you know what's going on more than ever. What's going on is, where have the customers gone? Yeah, talk to a car dealership now. You know what's gone missing? All the customers. Yeah. I mean, if you watch all the Gloomer Doomers, they'll totally convince you that I mean, if you watch these Gloomer Doomer guys, they'll convince you that every car dealership in town's going to go out of business. If you watch the Gloomer Doomer guys on the housing market, you'll believe that you're going to see foreclosure auctions in this neighborhood every other house. And then every house in this neighborhood has devalued itself by hundreds of thousands of dollars. What's interesting is a place in College Grove, south of Nashville, Tennessee, is a very rich, unique area. Apparently in Tennessee, apparently in the south, this place called College Grove, look it up, just south of Franklin, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. If you're a Tennessee person, you know what I'm talking about. It's a rural area, and it's a very elegant and very upper echelon community, where it's the most expensive area in all the south of homes, where you got $3, $4, $5 million, $8 million properties, and it's a very unique upper echelon, community of people. It's a very small community, but it's gathering a lot of attention from all the special people who make so much money they don't know what to do with it, and they want to move there, and it's a growing community. I thought that was very intriguing. That looks like Beefer's got beefy boy. Kiefer Boy said Challenger. Hey, that was a pretty sight, wasn't it? Yeah, you probably wish you missed that quick video of a Kiefer Boy. So yeah, my brain just once again, my brain's like mush. Why is that? It's just that. Haven't had my coffee, jumped out of bed, and jumped onto this video camera as fast as possible to keep the wife happy to go get her breakfast. That's what's going on. Because if I talk too long, I'm going to get the look from the wife of what are you doing, right? Well, maybe not. She may be just enjoying chilling out. So, anyways, yeah, I haven't even talked to her. I'm down lower level, and they're all on the upper level. I deliberately designed this area so that I could just come in and park and walk on the same level and go to my basement bedroom. Yes, the closet. I designed a closet in my bedroom. That's no lie. And so, but I love it because this is a 3-level house, and you start climbing these stairs. And back in the old days, I was on the 3rd level. And between climbing all the stairs and bringing all your gear in, oh my gosh. And after driving for 6-7 hours, it was the worst. I wonder how my back area is doing. I cleaned this whole back area up. I bought all this furniture, bought my grill. I really went out of my way to try to kind of get this updated and freshened up for my mother-in-law and us. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And there's my griddle grill. So hopefully when we're down here, we can kind of get things cleaned up and give it some life, if you know what I mean by that. Because it's just a beautiful view. Here, especially in the evening time, the sun sets over there as well. So, yeah, we miss coming down here. I miss coming down here because of we just love coming down here and enjoying, I call it the God's country. And I just love the mountains and all. I'm sure other people, if anybody didn't watch my video yesterday's coming down, watch parts of it here and there, because I'm trying to share the video of us coming down 81 and all the sites I haven't seen, so maybe you can see them too. Look at all the twigs, the branches, the garden. It's that time of year. Let's say we got a project on our hands, clean up these gardens. You see that? Uh-oh, you step in your own feces. Okay, there's Keith. That does happen. So anyway, so the missing conversations. Yeah, what do you miss? You miss the good old days. Isn't that the old saying? But today are the good old days, or are they? I think that's what you hear so often from people is, I miss the good old days. Or sadly, you miss somebody who used to be with you here in this physical world that's no longer here with us, which has another challenge. But here's the thing that I kind of really thought about. I'm going to kind of wrap it up. I'm not going to make a real long video this morning, and I don't know if my phone can download or not, but what's really interesting is the Chinese are very upset with Joe Biden. Yes, this is a fact. I'm drinking my coffee. I really haven't had many sips, just so you know. This truck was so great. I think it's just incredible. I bought this silver truck, never really thinking about the smaller motorcycle trailer, because in some ways it's wimpy because it's not a lot of trailer, but the good news is the truck got over like 11.5 miles per gallon. I was able to fill it up and just drive straight through. It folds it flawlessly. It doesn't struggle at all. So it's a perfect package. Even though for some, like, yeah, but it's not really what they used to be pulling 10, 12, 20,000 pound trailers. Well, yeah, I can do that too, but this is just such a nice package. And I've always wanted to have my trailers match my truck in the color. So I think I really lucked out on that, though. It really was a great thing on how I pulled that off, which was never planned. Am I missing my power boost? In some ways, but in other ways not, because of that damn brick, that damn constant battery technology in that thing was very aggravating. How that truck would just automatically just turn into a brick. It was a brick. It's me like a brick. Well, it just would lock up where you couldn't get the truck to turn on or do anything. So anyway, so Joe Biden will be known as the guy that passed the Inflation Reduction Act, which is the whole green agenda promotion to our country, to show the country and the world that we're going to be a better country, a better society. And so he created the $858 billion Inflation Reduction Act that has all these entitlements to companies that want to set up shop and make electric batteries, make electric vehicles. And then they have a separate it's a Chips and Science Act bill that caters to the semiconductor manufacturing, because during the pandemic, Taiwan Semi-Manufacturing Corporation out of Taiwan had a serious challenge of building semiconductors. So in the auto industry, everybody knows that you were trying to buy vehicles and you didn't get all the specialty items like I did with that Ford Power Boost. It's a Platinum, but it didn't have any massaging seats. And the story is because they didn't have enough semiconductors to put in a truck to make that work. So they had to cut back on what they could or couldn't do. So the point of that is Joe Biden was running, his lips about how we got to get the semiconductor business domestic, and that we got to be more aggressive in this country. Isn't it incredible how a guy named Donald Trump was pounding his fist on how to bring all the jobs back to this country? That was his whole incentive of becoming the president, of making America great again. But here's Joe Biden, that in so many ways he's just following what Donald Trump was starting. But in so many ways, for Joe Biden, he's really irritating the heck out of the Chinese. Yes, this is factual. On March 24th, the Chinese have filed a complaint against our country and Joe Biden with the World Trade Organization of discriminatory actions of doing business in the worldwide economics of trade. Because Joe Biden is deliberately making it very, very challenging for the Chinese to be able to participate in providing products to our country with this new green agenda. And if you read this article that I read, it's just so incredible to think about how Joe Biden is on one end is really taunting the Chinese, and he's really in so many ways, and I'm sure the Chinese feel like, has taken their own government business model. I've talked about this numerous times. Back in the 2000 years, the Chinese industrialization was huge by the government, subsidizing the movement of electric vehicles and technology. Well, Joe Biden is taking that exact same blueprint business government way of creating this electric vehicle infrastructure and batteries the same way the Chinese did, by handing out billions of dollars to companies to transition away from these fossil fuel vehicles. Well, China is not happy because they're excluding China from being able to bring their cars to our country. And even Tesla, Elon Musk, he's having a finagle with CATL. I talked about the other day, Contemporary Amperex Technologies Limited company that builds the most sophisticated, efficient battery to date, the biggest battery producer for electric vehicles in the world. And so over there in China, between Build Your Dream and Geely and Chery, all these big automotive manufacturers, they're scrambling like never before to start exporting their cars to other countries. And they're having great success in Asia, Europe, Africa, but they're not having great success in America because Joe Biden has followed Donald Trump's tariff rule of having a very high tariff. And now Joe Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, they have reworded the Inflation Reduction Act for the subsidies to people for tax incentives. If there's so many components that are built in the vehicle that are come from China, it eliminates you getting a tax credit. So if the manufacturers, they're at heads with each other because they're trying to bring a car of this new technology, EV age, and if they don't get the right components from the right countries, then they lose that incentive to be able to offer the consumer a discounted vehicle, which that's the number one thing that drives people to buy vehicles is when they hear the incentives to buy something that's being discounted. That's what I said. What went missing during the pandemic? What went missing is discounted vehicles. Well, guess what? That's back. The market's gotten healthy again. Yeah, how's that Baltimore bridge, Francis Scott Key Bridge, going to have an impact on the cars? Is that going to be a little bump, a little blip for the local people here that try to get cars? And I can tell their friend or whoever wants to buy a car that, oh, guess what? You better buy that car because there ain't going to be any more for another 6 months. Where's that conversation going, right? Where's that conversation going? Where we go into a car shortage up in this northeast area because of the whole mid-Atlantic east area because there's so many cars that are brought to a port. I don't know. I don't think that port per se will be closed that long. I think they'll get that bridge and all that debris out of the water, and the ships will be coming out of there again within a month's time. What is very interesting is, watch my channel, I sold my F-250 running boards to a guy up in Baltimore to put my e-boards on that F-250. And the guy that I met works at a key coal transport company that's listed, that's been severely harmed by that bridge being taken down, where that company that he oversees that loads coal to be shipped overseas, they're not going to be working now. They're going to be working until it opens back up. So there's like 2,100 union laborers in that port authority that are now going to be idled, and they're trying to figure out how to get them monies until they're idled. I mean, I think it's so crazy and how this country hands out billions of dollars to everybody else, and then when on our own side, will the government subsidize and help these people out during this possible 30 to 60 day harm on their income? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would think they would. I would think they would, personally. Who knows? Excuse me. But anyways, so going back to this missing, so the Chinese see how they're missing an opportunity in this country to be able to participate in selling their products stateside here because of Joe Biden's stringent Inflation Reduction Act rules. So the Chinese have filed a complaint with the WTO on the Inflation Reduction Act bill, on how it's discriminatory, and even on the Science and Chips Act. So, and this just happened recently. So Chinese are getting much more aggressive on this country's stance that they're going to take away their capability to sell products in our country, and how they're unfairly treating us. But I'm sure some would say, yeah, but look at China. How do they treat us? But I think to myself, it's incredible. You know, what went missing in our country? It seems like after Sam Walton died with Walmart, what went missing in our country? What went missing in our country was domestic manufacturing went overseas. And why did it go overseas? Because all these corporations saw that how this government, back during the Bill Clinton era, created a trade deal with China and opened the doors for China to start bringing products to our country. Well, just think it through. Why did Bill Clinton do that? It's because the manufacturing guys here wanted to go overseas and build stuff for cheap. So they had to have Bill Clinton sign a bill that would allow all their Chinese-made stuff to be brought in our country without huge tariffs. I mean, hello. That's how that all played out. That's the only reason China got into our domestic, them exporting into us, or importing China products. It's because this country's ruthless, greedy ass, big guys of government, or of big business, they saw a huge opportunity to go overseas and abuse the labor laws and make stuff for cheap to enrich themselves like never seen. And that's what happened. But yet now you have a guy in charge that's wanting to put the hand on the Chinese and control them. Yeah, good luck. I mean, sincerely, how is that all going to play out? And that's the big concern. Even Elon Musk is very concerned about all this new Chinese electric vehicles because they can build them for cheap, far cheaper than what he can build them for. And if the Chinese were ever able to start bringing their electric vehicles to this country, Joe Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, it's going to be missing. What will be missing? Profits. What will be missing? Investors. What will be missing? Employees and laborers. Why will I be missing? Because the Chinese will circumvent that whole business plan he put together in this country that in so many ways has undermined and created more demise to this country than good. I mean, that's where it's all going to play out if the Chinese can get the upper hand and they can force the hand with the World Trade Organization to make Joe Biden sit down. Yeah, he does need to sit down, doesn't he? That's it. Long enough video. I'm hungry. Long day. Lots of adventures ahead. So we'll have adventures for y'all and have some fun. And the kids having fun with Kiefer, as you can see. She's training them, which she loves to do. She loves to train them. That's her goal.
Place. Sit. Down. Down. Good boy. Stay. Come here, heel. Sit. Down. Good.
Is he eating?
No, because I don't want to feed him before I train him.
Okay, there it is, everybody. Hey, everybody, as always, thanks for watching my channel. And share the channel. Help it grow, please. Help the channel grow, just because it keeps me motivated. And plus, I want the channel to be successful. I mean, that's my goal. I want success. And as always, I don't have this sticker anymore. But if you want a sticker, just email me, IceAgeTV comments@gmail.com, or just email me and say, hey, Iceman, how you doing? Here's a picture of my car. Here's a picture of my motorcycle. Here's a picture of my dog. Don, one of my subscribers, he did that. I've got other subscribers out there that they email me, share pictures of what they have, which that's cool. I think that's really neat. So, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay tuned for the adventures, and God bless. Stay safe.